Hey YouTube, this is Nardles back with another G.I. Joe review, and today we have the Eaglehawk. So what this is basically the new version of the Tomahawk, just like we had the new version of the Sky Striker a couple years ago. So anyway, the design of the box is very reminiscent of the crappy G.I. Joe Retaliation packages, except it's decent. Not great, but decent. We don't have Dwayne Johnson and Snake Eyes up in the corner, so that's a plus. You do have the G.I. Joe logo up here, which I hope this is the logo moving forward for a while. I kind of like it. You do have this nice rendering of the Tomahawk, and I'll probably refer to it as the Tomahawk or the Eaglehawk. So if you don't like it, sorry. Spinning rotor blades and working rescue winch. Eaglehawk helicopter. Adult assembly required. No tools needed. Includes one figure. On the side, just another picture of it. Bottom, just, you know, join, go to gijoe.com, join the Collectors Club. Another picture of it in flight. And on the top, same thing. And on the back, we have a little blurb about the helicopter, and that it includes the lift ticket. Up here we have a little description about apparently what G.I. Joe is going to be moving forward. And honestly, I'm getting tired of the Arashikage stuff being tied into everything. They don't all need secret ninja training. It just seems like bullshit to me. Down here, back to the good stuff, we have a picture of the Eaglehawk toy, which looks really sweet. Down here we have lift ticket, and we have two little headsets here to put on characters that you put in the helicopter so they can, you know, communicate, or you can pretend to have them communicate. Raise winch to rescue figure, opening canopy, and opening rear cargo ramp. Alright, so I guess I've yapped long enough. Let's open her up. Okay, so let's open it up and see what we got. When you open it, you got a little tray here, I guess. Grab a hold of it, slide out. Maybe. Okay. We'll slide the box out of the way. So, it does come in a lot of different pieces. So you got the main body of the helicopter here. Set aside for a minute. Got a bag that looks like it's got lift ticket and his accessories, one of the landing gear, and propellers or rotors. You've got the rear part of the Tomahawk with the other place where you attach the rotors and the little propeller here. Yeah. This piece, which I think is the back gate on it, the lowering back gate. You got the little canopy here, and a bag with all the little tiny pieces in it. And the hell is that? And apparently I got just some random Chinese writing. It probably says, "Help me, rescue me from factory." And you have the instructions in another bag. And it looks like I'm in for some serious sticker hell today. Okay, so let's look at the instructions. It looks fairly simple. And it doesn't say we have to put it the stickers on before we assemble it. Okay, so now that we've gone over these pieces, I'll assemble it and we'll be right back. So, I recorded the assembly of the Tomahawk and I put it in another video. So, you can just go ahead and check that out if you want a step-to-step on how to assemble this thing. Okay, and we're back with the Tomahawk. Now I did decide not to put the stickers on right now. Mainly just because I'm not very good at stickers, honestly, and I don't want it to look terrible when I do a review for that. Take a look at the Tomahawk itself. Where to begin? Let's start with the rotors, because after this I'm going to take them off just so they're not in the way. They do spin very easily, very freely. The only problem is they tend to bump a little bit on the back of the frame a little bit, but it just seems like the one's a little bent and I could probably straighten that out. But they do get a nice spin on them, so that's nice. So yeah, now I'll just take them off and they just pop off like that. But before I do that, I will leave those two off. But you can, like the vintage one, I do believe, I'm not positive, but I think so, you can fold these back so you can have them out of the way so it's easier to display on the shelf, but they also do remove, so I'm just going to remove them. Okay, so here we are back. I guess the next thing we'll look at is this back rotor here. As you can see, it does rotate up and down, and the inner blade does rotate. Let's see if I can get a... It does spin pretty good if you try. Now, there's also, for other little action features, you got little turrets in here, and they do move around. They move around on a post, but also on top of the post, they swivel. So you can get a lot of different poses out of them. So that's kind of cool. You can just move them in the back out of the way if you have to. The next thing, right underneath here, there is a little hatch with some foot pegs so you can pose some figures on there, but you're not going to pose, you're going to have to like have it open or something. It's going to have to be like for when they're getting ready to rappel or something, because honestly when they're on the ground there's not that much clearance. I mean, what do I got right here? Let's grab, just for the sake of argument, because most of mine are with my flag right now assembled in a different room, let's just grab a Cobra Commander that I have sitting on the shelf. And there's not really even enough clearance for him. So, I guess it'd be for rappelling, basically. So, kind of good idea, but kind of pointless. But that's okay. Now there is foot pegs all around the back end of it, so you can peg figures in all over the place. There's also more pegs along the back so you can put the turrets on the back and shoot out of it. There's 4 seats right here, and you can have figures faced both ways. They're not removable, which would have been cool but unnecessary. Back in here, let's see if I can get a little light in there. There you go. There's another seat. And there's actually quite a lot of room in there. Not to stand up a figure, but you could have him crouched or whatever. What else do we got on this? Rolling wheels. Unfortunately, they're made out of plastic. That's comes with the course anymore, I guess. The turret on the front rotates and can move up and down. Then all these missiles are removable, just like unlike the Sky Striker or something like that. And this panel here does open up so you can have access to the engine compartment. Let's see if I can, there we go. And it just pops apart, but my fingernails are short, so that opens up to reveal the motor, and it's not really painted or anything. Great, you got some little pipes on the side, but nothing major. Like I said, that just clips nicely into place. And there is an opening canopy, which does hold in place fairly good. I'll just fold that down so you can see inside, where we have lift ticket. And I'll pull him out. And that's another problem right there. The joysticks fall off relatively easy, and I'm just going to take that off so you can see in there a little better. Oh. And then that happens. Anyway, there's just a little peg hole in there, and it doesn't really hold in there that well. Another thing is my Vienna sausage fingers don't really fit. They did make sure they were little on the loose side so you can move them around and everything, and you could probably position a figure on it, but I don't want it to fall off again. Okay, so the other action feature it has, and this is the last one it has a little hook you can pull down, and you can use it as a rescue hook, and a figure can grab a hold of it. You can pull him up to rescue him. So now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at the figure that you get with it. Okay, so here's lift ticket. One complaint I have right away, and I know it's for the movie and cost-cutting features, because it was the only way we were going to get the Tomahawk, which I love the Tomahawk, or Eaglehawk, or whatever you want to call it. All the 25th and 30th figures, when you bought a vehicle, for the most part, they gave you a stand. I don't have a stand right here, so he's not going to be standing up, but he does stand up fairly well on his own. Just, you know, my table. But what would a review be without Nardle's crappy table? Anyway, other than that, I wish we had a file card for him, but oh well. So, for accessories, let's go over that first. He's got this little machine gun. Looks pretty sweet. And he has a removable set of a helmet with this nice, like, goggle on it. Viewfinder, whatever you want to call it. And a nice microphone. Which actually, the helmet looks really nice, and I like that. It also includes, and I thought this was cool, little headsets for the other figures that you put in the Tomahawk to wear. So, like, just for the sake of argument right now, Cobra. It does fit on vintage Cobra Commander. Oh, what else do I have right here? See if it fits on a Cobra Trooper from the movie. Okay. I only have these guys here for review. So I don't have my Joes right here. And why not? Let's put it on. Well, it's not going to fit on Beta Ray Bill, unfortunately. Well, kind of. There you go. So it fits on a lot of the 3 3/4 inch figures. For his overall uniform, it's just kind of a kind of like a tan with some green on the vest, and you got like a little red pouch here, which I don't know if it's supposed to be like like an inflatable vest or a parachute or what. But the vest is removable. I'm not going to take it off right now, but that's what you've got underneath it. As per usual, just the pegs on the side. So anyway, the head sculpt's pretty decent. You've got a lot of little pouches all over him, so he looks pretty cool. I don't have the vintage left ticket to compare him to, though, so I think I said that before, but anyway, for articulation, you've got the standard ball joint head, you've got the ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist, and bend at the wrist. Your normal ab rocker articulation, hip articulation, double jointed knees, foot bends forward and back, and swivels left and right. So standard 30th articulation. So good job, Hasbro, on that. Can I recommend this? Yeah, definitely. Especially if you're a fan of the Tomahawk or you want a cool helicopter. That's amazing. Like I said, there was only a few problems. I mean, overall, it's a wonderful vehicle and everything. Got a lot of nice action features. It spins nice. It's massive. And honestly, let me show you guys a comparison next to the box. Oh. That huge helicopter came in this tiny box. So, I was pleasantly surprised when I got it together. So I guess that's going to be it on this one, guys. So, this is Nardle signing out.